Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that is a hard pill to swallow. And by that I mean is we don't do the unicorn rainbow stuff that many tarot and astrology readers do. This is a tarot reading to focus on the science of tarot. And I do mean science. I've done tarot for over 20 years. And what I've come to realize is tarot does not predict a thing. Once in a while, a reader will get lucky, stumble on something. But by and large, tarot does not predict anything. Not meant to. Not meant to. Tarot is the science of potential. It's all about frequency. It's all about energy. It's all about manifesting. And so in my 20 plus years, I've come to this realization that tarot taps into your potential. So with that in mind, I have decided to seriously adjust my tarot readings. Part 1, I give you a reading that is very concise, very exact, very specific, laser beam focused. Only 4 tarot cards, as you see on your screen. 1 card in the middle is the oracle card. It sets the mood for the reading. That's it. I don't need more. More only confuses. In fact, you take a look at society today. Many people who are awake, not woke, but they're conscious, understand that almost everything that we've taken for granted is a fake, is a lie. It's subterfuge. And so they're beginning to pick out the lies, easy enough to do at this point, and start to replace them with real values, real truth, real honesty, transparency. And that's what tarot does, and especially this reading. Only 4 tarot cards, the 1 oracle card, that's it. More is not better. George Carlin had a line where he said, you know, in America we have the illusion of choice. We really don't. When it comes to our leaders, we have little or nothing to say about it. They will present our options, make them seem like they're different, make them feel different, but in the end, it's opposite wings of the same bird. It's just a style. Content doesn't change, it's the style. However, Carlin went on to say, even though you have no choice when it comes to picking your leaders, you can go to the store and get 60 different donuts. You can buy different colored cars. You can buy this, that, the other thing. That makes you think you have choice. But the choice is meaningless. Who cares whether you have sprinkles on your donut or not? Who cares whether they're cream-filled or jelly-filled? Who cares? You think you have a choice. But when it comes to the people who actually have control over your life conditions, you don't. It's a setup. And now we are seeing it all over the world. If the power structure doesn't like who the people voted as their leader, they negate the election. Kind of happened like that here in the United States. The former president was verifiably incompetent. His brain wasn't there. He was stroking out on television. So, without any fanfare, without any deal, without any noise, without any official anything, they just moved in the vice president. And all of a sudden, you had a whole different setup. You had nothing to say about it. You had no input. Doesn't make any difference. Take a look at what's going on in Canada. Here they got an election coming up. And they just bring in this guy from the World Economic Forum Nobody voted for him. Nobody put him on a list. They just we're going to put him here, and he's going to be the head of the biggest political party in Canada. So it's a question of you have the illusion of choice, but you don't really, where it matters, have any choice at all. So with the tarot reading, I am very concise, very precise, few cards, a very, very, very focused message. You won't have to guess about the energy by the time I'm done. We run about 15 minutes or so. Now, that's 20 years of tarot experience. I have 50 years of astrology and numerology experience. While tarot is the science of potential, numerology and astrology are the science of cycles. Nothing mysterious about it. It's like you know when the new moon is coming, you know when the full moon is coming, you know when the eclipses are coming, you know when it's going to be summer and winter, whatever. You know, cycles, big deal. That's the same thing here with astrology, except as opposed to even numerology, astrology is extremely, extremely complicated. It's cycles within cycles within cycles within cycles within ad nauseum. And I have never, myself included as an astrological reader, I have battled with all of that data and giving you a concise message, something that you can digest. I've had a hell of a time. But for doing tarot, I will use the astrology and numerology as a foundational energy for the energy of the tarot. For example, and I say this every day because it's important, we had the planet Pluto and the planet Uranus in a certain position when we signed the Declaration of Independence almost 250 years ago. Pluto and Uranus, for the first time since then, 1776, are in essentially the same spot. They've been here for past year. We got our 250th anniversary coming up next year, 2026, July 4. And take a look. Uranus talks about revolution. Pluto talks about evolution. More complicated than that, but let's just work with those as basics. So it's evolution, revolution, going back and forth. 1776. What's going on today? Evolution, revolution, same thing. They always have told me that history repeats itself, and astrology confirms that. So we take this evolution, revolution in from 1776, move it till today, and now let's do your reading. Center card, oracle card, unfinished symphony. Feels that way. Now, you know, our lives are always that. It's the journey, not the destination. We forget that all the time. But it really is the journey. That's the stuff we remember. It's our contacts, it's our connections, it's our friends, it's our joys, it's our happiness. It's not how much money we made. It's not how big our home was, not how many cars we had. It's the connections, the emotional, the human side of us. So yes, in that sense, life is an unfinished journey. But especially now with this revolution, evolution energy from 250 years ago coming back, it really feels that way. We are moving into the future. Is it forward? Is it backward? We don't know yet. It's an unfinished journey. And we're in the process of all kinds of change, things that I was raised to believe 75 years ago. Yeah, I've been around for a while. My whole life, I believed in the government. Why? Because my parents believed in the government because of World War II, World War I. We were such a powerhouse country. We were great. America was great. America was great. And so I bought all of that. Only to find out it was propaganda. The Kennedy assassination kind of opened the door a little bit to that. Vietnam opened the door a little wider because I knew we were being lied to in both terms. RFK, Martin Luther King Jr., I know stuff was up. I still really believe that John Lennon of the Beatles was killed because he was talking about revolution. That's what a song was all about. And when we got to 9/11, that's when the doors blew wide open. Because what the narrative was, what the storyline was, did not match what I had seen myself. And from that point forward, it's been downhill to the point where I don't believe anything the government says. I don't believe any doctor. I don't believe any lawyer. I don't believe any so-called expert. I don't believe any of those bastards. They can be bought off for a dime, and they've proven it. So yes, it's tough. And here we are having to confront on an apocryphal level the end of humanity potentially. They're filling our skies with stuff that block out the sun and poison the soil, meaning you can't grow food, meaning people starve. We're into all kinds of wars. We have been poisoned on so many different levels, and I am sitting here at 75 going, what the hell is real anymore? But I realize it is an unfinished symphony. But the number on the top of the card is 10. You reduce that to 1. 1 is beginnings. That's where we're at. We're at a point of decision. Are we going to continue to lie to ourselves because there's a level of comfort, even though in the long term there's going to be discomfort and disaster? Or are we going to confront the truth, fix things? It's our choice. It's in our hands. And right now, for me, it's a flip of the coin. So what the unfinished symphony, designated a number 10, means is turn the page. Here's the meme for today. It is a hard pill to swallow. You already know what to do, but it's out of your comfort zone. There lies the problem. Because human beings across the planet, the average person has to put up with the amount of shit in their lives that they have to put up with because of themselves. Generally speaking, human beings are myopic, they're cowardly and lazy. If I got enough to get by, I'm not happy, but it's okay. And here in the United States, all the time people say it's a government by the people, for the people, of the people. So if you think that the government that you have is a piece of shit, who's to blame? The people. You're not paying attention, or you are refusing to pay attention. It's a hard pill to swallow. You already know what to do, but it's out of your comfort zone. Oh, don't make me uncomfortable. Don't make me uncomfortable. It's one of the things this reading does. And it's intended to do that. I want you to laser focus on your ability to manifest, because that's the kryptonite. Your ability to manifest is the kryptonite against all that is evil in the world. Begin with you. The energy will spread. So let's go to the cards. All the way to the left, we got the Two of Wands. You see the guy. He's holding a globe. Has the wand in his left hand. And then there's another one on his right side. Being that he's holding the wand in his left hand, that means he's thinking, he's anticipating, he's using his mind. If he was holding on to the right wand, it would be action, physical action. But the left wand says, this is a spiritual or mental pursuit. And it should be, because he's looking at the globe. He literally is manifesting. The two means he has to make a decision. What does he want to manifest? And that's what he's working on right now. The next card, Seven of Cups. Cups are things that we are emotionally connected to. Could be a person, could be a dream, could be a memory, could be any number of things. It connects with us emotionally, good or bad. And so the Seven of Cups talks about daydreaming, wishful thinking, fantasy. That's where a lot of people find themselves. They're very unhappy with their lives. They're very unhappy with what's going on. But they regress into fantasy. They regress. Actually, what happens is that they go back to being 2 or 3 years old again. That's what happens. and they pay the price and they bitch and moan about it the whole time. You have choices. You got to make decisions. Enough with the wishful thinking. Enough with the fantasy. Manifesting helps you take tangible ideas, tangible images made within yourself and set up a frequency to help create them. Remember, the universe is all about frequency. You got to tune in. You can't just wishful think. Meditate on your navel. Ain't going to get it. Meditating is good, but make pictures in your head. Next card is connected to the Seven of Cups. It's the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from all this stuff that you're emotionally connected to, that you're emotionally comfortable with. Doesn't have to be good for you again. It's just something that you have an emotional connection with. And the Eight of Cups said, enough with the fantasy from the Seven of Cups. Let's just walk away. I got to reconnect. I got to recalibrate my mind, body, and spirit. If you do this, you can never go back again. You burn the bridges. You take off in a new direction. And of course, if we look at the Oracle card, that's exactly what we're talking about, an unfinished symphony. Final card in the reading is the Ten of Wands. Wands are positivity, excitement, joy, enthusiasm, gratitude. It's living a life that you honestly feel connected to. And so the Ten of Wands talks about responsibility, really. You're overwhelmed, you've been overworked, you've been abused, misused, and you just now are realizing. So you go back to that Two of Wands where you're hoping for something better, but you move to that Seven of Cups where you go, enough with the fantasy stuff. I want something tangible. That means I got to walk away from the fantasies and put down the burdens, the bullshit that I've been taught, that I've been brainwashed with. I have to walk away. That's going to be tough. That's a hard pill to swallow because you already know what to do, but it's out of your comfort zone. It's part of the unfinished symphony, a very important part too. It's time to turn the page. It's out of your comfort zone. But again, tarot is the science of potential. You're going to reach for your potential, or you're going to fail again and walk away when daydreams. It's up to you. So that's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another. I'm here every single day. Please like, subscribe, and share. Very important to do that. Keeps me standing up in the game called the internet. I depend on it. Thank you very much in advance. So between now and the next time you and I get together and do this terrible tarot, this manifesting tarot, peace and blessings.